Hey y'all, today I'm gonna do a how to style your clothes so you can look like an off-duty model. Okay, we're restarting. New me, new chapter. So is it our body or is it the confidence? So when it comes to clothes, it depends on your body proportions, and knowing how to study your body proportions is very important, because when it comes to your body proportions, it can elevate and highlight certain things, or it can hide away certain things that you don't want to highlight. So for example, if I don't want to make my hips wide from the end, I personally wouldn't really wear clothing that accentuates my waist. Also, if I want, for example, if I want to have my arms look bigger, then I would wear clothes that are tank tops that have that cutout for my arms, so my arms can look bigger in presentation. It's just dependent, because maybe on someone else's body type, that tank top, they will look smaller. For me, I look bigger. So it's just dependent on how you are going to highlight those certain things about you, and it's very unique. So it's not like we can always get that much help, you know. I doubt that any of us have really stylists who could just fix up our wardrobe. So we have to go through finding what works on us and what doesn't work on us. That doesn't mean you can't wear any type of clothing and not pull it off. The second point is confidence, but we're still not there yet. It's just we gotta focus on what do us better. Also, learning about color theory really helps out, understanding the spectrum of what works and highlights on your skin. So for example, pastels don't really work on my skin color, because I'm more of, I believe if you look at the veins, you can see what works for you. And I think I'm like on the blue or dark green side. Like a blue, green, kind of a mix, not gonna lie. But I'm seeing more green. So I know I'm a dark autumn, and dark colors work both for me, but it doesn't mean that just because that's what works well for me, I can't go in, I don't know, get pastel pink or something, or a type of pastel like these curtains I have. But yeah, so if you want to focus on elevating your style, you know, one day, and try to focus on finding what the colors suit you. Personally, like, I think neons don't look good on me, and I don't like neons, so I wouldn't go for that. And also wearing what you feel will rocks for you. It's about knowing what you want to wear and how you are going to pull that off. You're gonna be like, oh, the person who has their posture up, the person who is standing with their head up, you know, looking head up, walking very confidently, you're gonna be like, yeah, that person has some confidence, and you're probably in your head subconsciously, you're thinking, oh, I like their outfit, even though they're wearing the most plainest, boring outfit, because at the end of the day, it's about how you pull it off. I'm gonna show y'all a real quick example. We don't want to be walking like this. If we walk like this gives that I'm just insecure. It's giving that I really don't have much going on. Maybe my life is boring. Maybe my life sucks. So we can't be walking like this. We gotta straighten this posture. And you know, not everybody can have a straight posture, and that's okay. But if you can, we will keep this posture straight, and we will keep our heads looking up. But obviously, you need to look at where you're stepping on. But I'm just saying, y'all, we gotta keep head. This is also another example. This right here, it doesn't really fit, because it makes me look bigger. And this is how the size I actually am versus the size that I'm wearing. It's about finding what fits for you. So layering, we gotta know what to layer, because knowing what you're gonna put on top of your clothes, on top of another one, is gonna help you add more dimension to your outfit, and also it can help you keep yourself warm for practical use. So it's winter time where I'm at right now, and I'm in January season, East Coast, in the lower south, the southern parts of the East Coast. So me personally, this is a time to layer and know how I'm going to coordinate everything. So you can either go for minimalist or maximalism. And knowing what to add and how much to add is important. And it's also dependent on the aesthetic or the visual representation of what you want to represent for your personal brand. Because honestly, when you think about it like this, when you go outside, you think of yourself as a personal brand on how you're going to show and present yourself to the world. And it doesn't mean you're showing yourself just to make a statement for other people or you're doing it for yourself. Most people dress because they want to dress for themselves, by themselves, not because it's for other people. So in this case, we want to represent ourselves and we want to look confident, we want to look better, we want to feel good, and whatever aesthetics you go for. So it's important to know how you're going to add to that aesthetic or what you have in mind. And sometimes if you have certain things in mind and they don't work out and you end up going to another aesthetic, let it be, because then you can start unfolding your own style. You start unfolding things that will work for you. So for example, I'm trying to go for a minimalism look, but let's say I'm starting to look to I don't know, vampire aesthetic, something gothic, something that has a lot of ruffles and layers, and it's not really minimalism as I wanted it to go, just added onto it. Well, what if I find that's the personal style I want for something like that? Something that goes for something that mashes up so many things together and ends up being my own personal brand. Then then you don't kill your personal style. Then you let yourself unfold into finding something new and something that represents who you are. And you know, when I say represents who you are, I just really mean something that, you know, because clothes is an art form. Clothes is art. Clothes is about you showing up because you want to do arts in some way. Fashion is art. Especially when you look further into the history of fashion. You know, we wear our everyday clothes. You know, our everyday clothes, we may not look that amazing or fabulous, but we have event clothes, and this all just to really feel in the mood, you know, because we live in our present moment, and that's how we want to feel in the present moment. We want to feel good, look good, and know that when we go out, we're doing something special for ourselves, or for an event, or whatever you have in mind. So that's important about layering, because layering can go really deep as well. Because what if you have an outfit and you want to sew it up? And let me show you guys what I'm making another YouTube video in progress. This one is just I haven't uploaded it because I'm not done sewing, but see what I mean by this layering? Like, I thought of the idea, and this is not everybody's style, by the way. Not everybody likes this, and that's okay. But I wanted something that we see through and something that's jeans, and this is what worked out. This is some spare fabric I had and some jeans that I just connected and thought this would be a good idea. And you see, this is what I mean. Like, if we let ourselves just explore into different avenues of fashion is when we can start exploring our different methods of just sewing and creating and making new different type of clothing or article pieces that we want to show. And I think that is a good idea. Starting off slowly, layering, we get deep into this layering. Thing is, with self-love comes confidence. Don't shit on yourself because you look at yourself and the outfit looks bad on you. So whenever I see something that I just don't like the way my proportions are looking at myself in the mirror, it's gonna make you not want to go out anymore and not really just want to wear that outfit. So when you see yourself in the mirror, I think the best type of thing that we can tell ourselves is to not not tell ourselves negative things. Tell yourself, okay, this doesn't look good, but that's okay. I'm moving on and I'm going to wear something else. Or you can try to fix whatever is making you look bad. So for me, when certain jeans going back to jeans start to make my hips look wider than I want them to look, I will just change the jeans into something else, or fix the jeans, add a jacket on top of it to make it slimmer or to hide it is what I meant. And that's what works for me. And now tell myself positive things, and you will feel better after that. You will be like, oh, now that I told myself these positive things, I can wear this and I feel better about wearing it, instead of saying, oh, well, I wore this and now I look like crap in the mirror, or I look like, I don't know, something crazy. My last thing that I want to bring up is fashion all about being a pretty face? And you have to get that out of your head, because it's not about how you look physically. It's not about honestly, it's not always about the face or the body, how slim you are, how big you are, how muscular or non-muscular you are, because people have different ideas of body standards around the world. Well, we need to get that out of our minds and not live by these rules that we are supposed to adhere to. Now, it's different when we're talking about health, because health is a different topic, but right now I just want to stick on mainly focusing on speaking about on how the face card is, we're not going to focus on the face card. Fuck the face card. It's going to be our confidence card that gets us in there. It's not going to be always about the face, because you can be the most beautiful person in the world, but if you still don't have any confidence, you're really not going to be attractive, because beauty and attractiveness are intertwined, but at the end of the day, they're separate things that are slightly different but not too similar, if you catch my drift. So for attractiveness, when you think of attractiveness, you think about attractive qualities. So when we think about our attractiveness in ourselves, we think about our attractive qualities in ourselves and how we're gonna wear these clothes. And like I said, wearing the clothes is what will make you attractive in certain ways, that you will start to think that you are feeling your best. Now, there's also going to be the other side of a coin, where some people, they think like, oh wow, they really just pull this off because they're this and that. But keep in mind that it takes, back to layering, it takes a lot to get there. Because I'm gonna use a really extreme example, but some homeless people I've seen out on the streets look like they could be models if you just fix them up. And by that, I mean, you give them a shower, you cut their hair, you groom them, you groom their eyebrows, you go get their nails done, you go give them a facial, you give them a tan, you give them a lot of things, a lot of these procedures, and then you have a model out of nowhere. So it's like that, guys. And keep in mind, you gotta build up, because realistically, the common person is not really, I think that me, a part of this common people, we're not out here building up every single time to our visuals. But that's okay, because we can try to put some effort into doing things for ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, we don't always have to focus on this face or this body that needs to be thinner or that we need to be bigger. Like I'm saying, we need to be focusing on how we're going to wear this with confidence, because you can wear a trash bag. Two different people can wear a trash bag. One wears a trash bag, the other one wears a trash bag. And let's not even think about the face. It's about how they wear these trash bags. How are they gonna style these trash bags? Are you gonna put a belt on it? Are you gonna have a matching shoes? Are you gonna make it into something else, some sort of art form? Are you gonna try to go for something casual? And then how are they walking down the street with this trash bag? Are they walking in with confidence, or are they not walking in with confidence? And I admire people who would just wear this trash bag with confidence, because most people are not walking the streets with a trash bag as their outfit and confidence. And that's really what it's ultimately about. Confidence is the big thing I want to get a point and drill it in your head. Think about it for a moment. What would life be like if you walk down the street being so happy about what you're wearing? Because you can't always be too down on yourself about what you're wearing. One of my other points is gonna be you having to go out of your way to spend money on building your wardrobe. I know that's crazy, but we actually do have to spend money to build a good wardrobe. And one of the things you can do to get a good wardrobe is go to the thrift store. Go to the thrift store, go to the Goodwill bins. I have found 4 pants for less than $10 because it's like, I think for me, it's like $1 and something pound per pound of clothing. So you can definitely find your article pieces. But the thing is, don't give up, because when it comes to thrifting and building that wardrobe, we have to take our times in trying to find this out. So sometimes I go to the Goodwill bins, but I spread it out throughout the week. Because personally, I like to stick to making sustainable clothing, and I like to stick to sustainable clothing article pieces. I do like to delve into fast fashion, but I try to stay out of it because I want to be a more sustainable person. New year, new resolution. But if you spread it out throughout the time, like let's say one day you're just gonna go for an hour at the bins and search through, you didn't find anything like that was calling your name or seeing anything that you can possibly fix up, then just leave it at that. Don't give up. The next day you're gonna go and try to see what's up. Or maybe not even the next day, the next week. And it's about finding when those times are gonna go, because especially the bands, you gotta know, like, you gotta like see what people are doing, where they're going, where they're gonna change out the bins, where are the people heading towards, you know? You gotta research into that, find the details. Also finding out what you can do to buy certain essentials. So you can always go into, I go to Target and get some basic essentials on a discount. Certain things like a long sleeve black shirts, long sleeve white shirts, I can get that on discount, and that is nice. Anyways, that is all, you guys. I hope that it resonates with you guys. I hope that you guys can carry some new information with this. And even if this is not the newest information and this is just a rinse and repeat of what everybody else is saying, I hope that it could really stick to you. And the most important thing that comes to the end of it is that confidence and that self-love, and finding out what you like to wear and how you're gonna make things better for yourself and not for others. But yeah, see you guys, and definitely watch out my new video. I upload every Friday now.